Hello everyone, Tony again here for more Let's Play The Long Dark. So we've got ourselves more or less in order here to head out and try and solve this food problem that we currently have. If we have a look at our food stack here, there's not an awful lot going on. We have a lot of soda, we have a little bit of water, some coffee, some herbal tea, and some military rations, but not a lot else. So our hunger is going to start getting out of control pretty quickly. And while those military rations might be a nice solution in the short term, they're not going to help us out in the long term whatsoever. So we're going to try and hoof it to a couple of deer carcasses that we know are lying around, or there's one in particular that I have in mind, which is on the way back to the camp office. So we're going to go and do that. We're going to cook that meat, and we're going to eat that meat. And then we're going to head out to, pardon me, to the fishing lakes and try and catch some fish. Whether or not we do those two things immediately back to back, I'm not really sure yet, because it kind of depends what happens along the way. Also, now that I have a semi-urgent goal in mind, I'm going to try and be mindful that that shouldn't reduce my vigilance for keeping an eye out for potential hazards and or predators. Now there's a whole section of the map that I suspect has a whole bunch of stuff in it that we haven't gone and looked at yet, and I honestly don't know what is or isn't there, because I haven't been there before and I haven't played an awful lot of the game. Now here's my assumption. I'm going to try running directly ahead here after we harvest from this deer carcass, because I think it's going to head down to the frozen riverbed from like the railway bridge that we head over if we head down there towards the dam. Let's just grab this first while we're here. 1.6 kilos of meat. That should last me a little while. There we go. What's that? Oh, that's its hoof sticking out of the ground, sure. Feathers. Ah, a bunch of feathers. Nice. Handy when I eventually get to the point where I can make some arrows. That's my wishful thinking, that we will in fact survive that long. Let's grab a few sticks while we're here. And it does look like there's some frozen water just down there in the distance, so far so good, I think. More so than many games I've played, I do find myself craning my neck around while I'm playing, trying to peer around corners or get a better view of things. I assume... So look, there's that intact lookout tower that we saw earlier. That is a different tower, because I can see there's a little bridge heading across to it, and it looks like a flag there as well. We haven't been there yet. Interesting. So that is one of the other directions that I was planning on heading, is to the other end of the rail line from the dam where we've been before, and then seeing what's beyond that. All right. So there's the railway bridge that we crossed previously. You can see there's a heap of cat's tails around the shoreline here that we could potentially pick up. Wonder if there's anything under the bridge or at the base of the dam. I guess that's the logical thing to go and have a look at. It would be such a drag if you could actually fall through this ice. I don't know if that is a thing or not. But I'm just blithely assuming that it isn't. What was that? Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, this is bad. This is super bad. Where did you go? Well, that happened quickly and came out of nowhere, and we've left a bit of a mess. Are they coming back? So I tried to throw a rock and I missed. Blood loss. Alright, bandage. Let's find a bandage. Wait, what? Don't you come back again. Infection risk. Antiseptic. Sprained wrist. Alright, let's try and get all of these things solved as quickly as we can. Yes. It's a good thing we got this stock of stuff here with us. And some painkillers, which I believe I also have. Yes, I do. Okay, good. Now, I'm pretty sure that I saw a window pop up there when the wolf pounced on me where I could select what to fight back with. And I don't know exactly what options it was giving me there because I was kind of at the point where I was just spamming buttons. But it did look like the hunting knife was something that I could use there. So I remember previously where I was complaining that I didn't seem to be able to equip a knife. It looks like when shit gets real, if you'll pardon my French, you can still use them. But wow, that came out of the blue. And I guess I'm lucky that I had something to fight back with that wasn't just my hands. Alright. And I guess that wolf is still around somewhere here as well, so yes. Now I have no idea whether I did well at that or poorly at that. I also don't know if I have completely solved all of those problems with the blood loss and with the infection risk. My guess is that I have. If I'm thinking about this with the designer hat on, you want it to be a resource limitation. I had the necessary things. Oh boy, this is exactly the kind of thing that I was hoping for. An old .303 caliber bolt action hunting rifle will bring a deer down, maybe a wolf. And there's a campfire under the bridge too. Nice. All right. Just because we can, I believe I have one cartridge. Now I'm walking around with a loaded rifle, and I don't have food. Okay. Now, I was planning on heading up there and back across the rail line, but that's the direction that the wolf went. So, in the interests of not pushing our luck, let's follow the river this way. Yeah, that hunting rifle must be heavy because I feel a lot heavier when I'm running here now. And I was hoping to maybe poke around and explore over on that side as well. But for now, let's just follow this and see if it leads us where I suspect, which is out onto the frozen lake. Because if it does, then maybe we can just go and do some ice fishing now because it is middle of the day. So we're kind of primed at the timing working out for us. A lot of areas that I'd like to go and explore right now, but that wolf coming at me has kind of shaken me a little bit, so we'll play it safe. How warm is it right now? It's manageable. Only slightly getting cold. That should bode well for it being a good time to fish as well. Very restricted little area here. I certainly hope this leads where I'm assuming it leads. And video game brain is kicking in again, going, I should jump on top of those rocks and see what pickups there are. This feels like it's leading somewhere. Eventually. Just going to stop here for a moment and have a little bit of soda. Just to try and take the edge off of that stomach. That looks like an opening. Where are we? Is it the lake? Oh, I still don't know yet. What is it with this wilderness being so expansive? I guess while I'm through here, this doesn't feel like something I'm going to come through constantly, so maybe we should harvest some things while we're on the way, because I think some of these I can kind of eat if I absolutely need to as well. There we go. Well, given what happened there with one wolf, imagine what it would have been like if that group of three from a few episodes ago had spotted us. That yeah, it doesn't feel good. Good heavens, is that another wolf? No, that was a rabbit. Say the size doesn't look right. Now I remember seeing snares are a thing that you can build, so we might remember that we saw rabbits here, because they would be good eating as well. God, but I still don't know where we are yet, for certain. I have a suspicion, and I think now might be a good time to just eat a little bit of that and see if it has any ill effects. I think that break in the rocks that we can see ahead of us there might be leading us to the lake. I shall remain optimistic. There is a wolf over there. Are you heading for me, or are you heading for the rabbit? Please be heading for the rabbit. Good. Should I? So tempting. Wow. Let's find out if we can eat a wolf. Quite pleased at that shot. I'm calling bullshit on it a little bit, but whoa, look at all that meat. My goodness. Let's take all the things.
I would eat anything right now.
I know. Alright. Rancid venison. How can it be rancid already? I only just grabbed it. Maybe it was rancid already. Maybe it's rancid as soon as you harvest it. Interesting. Right, let's see what we can get from this. Take it, harvest it, take it. I wonder if we can use, I guess you can use it as bait, but we'll try harvesting all the things. Standing right next to bloodied carcasses in the outdoors.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Possibly not the best approach. And I know this is fresh because I just shot the wolf. Alright, hungry. Gamey wolf meat. Rancid venison. Fresh rabbit. But it's raw. Alright. Just need to get back to that camp office. soda, which is thankfully helping our hydration. And let's have another. All right, good. So we had one. I can't run because I'm carrying 4.7 kilos of wolf meat. We had one cartridge. And now we have 0. I know boxes of ammunition are a thing that you can find in this game because I found them before while I've been playing. So we're currently carrying around a hunting rifle, which is not an inconsiderable amount of weight. And we have no cartridges to shoot. And yes, it is the lake. Excellent. So if I recall distances between things accurately, we're going to be quite close to the camp office. I might just duck over here. I don't see any use in carrying around rancid venison ever, for any reason. I could be wrong, but I'm just going to dump it over here at the side of the entrance here because it's going to be heavy and we really don't need to be carrying it. So let's find it. Fresh rabbit, rancid venison, drop, and drop again. Look at all that wolf meat. Wow. All right. Still can't run. There was a deer roaming around here before. I'm pretty sure I saw it. Don't know where it's gone now. Maybe it ran away. So we're going to slowly trudge our way over here, and we're going to cook a lot of things. Hopefully we've got enough material, enough wood on us already to cook all of it. Oh boy. What's that wolf doing? Perhaps that wolf is attacking the deer. It is. That means there's now a fresh deer out here. Now, I'm assuming that wolf isn't going to eat all of it, so that might actually be useful. Provided that the wolf stays over there and we stay over here. I'm surprised that deer didn't fight back a bit more, to be honest. But sure. If only we had one more cartridge. I don't have any. Just tried to reload just in case. Okie dokie. Well, this has been a somewhat more lively and exciting Let's Play section than perhaps the previous few have been. It was certainly quite an adrenaline jolt when that when the wolf came charging at us. And I think I was a little bit lucky that I landed that shot when I was shooting at the wolf. If that had missed, I assume that it probably would have come at us rather than run away. I could be wrong. So on the agenda, when we get back here, we're going to check and see how our curing deer hide and deer guts are going, because they should be even further along than the other ones were. And then we're going to cook all of the meat that we just harvested. And we're definitely going to eat some of it. And then I think at the end of all of that, we're going to go to bed. So I can see my health meter is quite low there. It's at about half, presumably from the wolf attacking us. I don't know how to charge that back up. Does it happen over time by itself? Is there something specific I'm supposed to do that I don't know about? All excellent questions. 87%. Tremendous. In fact, we have more now. I think this has now become officially our area for dumping things to cure. Where does all of it live? No, 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 no. Presumably, all right. Right down the end. Fresh rabbit pelt. Put that on the floor. Fresh wolf pelt. 7 days. Ugh. That's a while. But I have a feeling we might actually be staying here for longer than I first intended. So let's just put all of this down. Why not? Yep, the birch, the maple. There's some guts here. Let's put them down as well. I think that's everything. I believe so. Yummy. It's certainly going to be helping those saplings cure. All right, good. We dropped some medicine here, didn't we? Yes, antiseptic painkillers. Groovy. Can I cook on this stove downstairs, or do I have to go upstairs? Upstairs feels more sensible, because then if it gets dark, we can easily find our way to bed. I don't know if I need to repair my clothing yet either, so we might just leave that, because I definitely know that I need to eat. What have we got here? 35% chance of success. Not great. $75% if I use if I use books, which I don't want to do. How do I make that better? Through the use of optional accelerant, but I think I dropped a bunch of it back at the logging camp. Sure. Look, I guess we just try for starters, rather than just standing here staring at a menu screen. So slightly more than a 1/3 chance of this working. I definitely don't want to burn training books, that's for sure. But I think what we've just discovered there is that books are pretty good for starting fires. So maybe some of those generic books that we've seen lying around that I've more or less been ignoring or dropping up until now are maybe things worth picking up and using. Oh, nice. To get fires going. So let's dump a few of them on there. And look, we can always pick up reclaimed wood from other things, so that's good. And let's cook the fresh rabbit first, because it's in pretty good nick, and it's going to be much better eating than that wolf meat. Now that that's done, we'll eat it straight away so that we have some energy. Now it will be in the food tab. There it is, 0.8 kilos of fresh rabbit. Yum. Let's see how much that helps us. Oh, a little bit, but not as much as I wanted. Damn. All right. Did those fish give us more? I think we might have been getting more nutrition from the fish. I'm certainly not expecting this wolf to be terribly nutritious, but it's still better than nothing. We're just going to cook until the fire is out. And if the fire's still on, even if it's getting dark, we should still be able to see, which is nice. I think we're going to have maybe just enough here to cook all of those things. No, not quite. We might chuck one more of them on. And cook the last of the wolf. And I want to check and see how much water. Right, oh, we've still got plenty. All right, that's fine.
Tired.
So let's eat some of this. Whoa, 700. All right, sure. I mean, it's gamey, but there's a lot more of it by volume than a rabbit, I guess. Let's get ourselves nice and fed. Eat some more of that in the morning. There we go. All right. So it is a little bit shorter than usual, but given that the game is going to save when we go to bed here, I think that's where we are going to leave it for this part of the Let's Play. So thank you all very much. for tuning in. If you want to get in touch with me personally on Twitter, my Twitter handle is @Kalinscald. That's KALINSKALD. It would be great to hear from you. Please subscribe to the channel and check all the details below for a whole bunch of other things that I do. So thank you all very much for watching, and we'll catch you again soon for more Let's Play The Long Dark.